evolved items, because like white, like it could literally be like half of what that is, and you would still consider it because it's an upgrade to earn, right? You don't like selling your earn if you're like a 4 position, so you're always happy with an upgrade to earn. It's like a gimme. Why not? Why wouldn't you do it?
I was always an earn guy. That's the must-have item in your team, especially now.
Wait, were you still playing when earn?
Yeah. What?
Really?
That's
Yeah.
nice, isn't it?
I don't know. How old has earn been?
I don't know. Forever. It was in Dota 1, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was. Huh?
Was it?
Yeah, it was. I remember now. For some reason, I thought it was a Dota 2 item. Death Prophet.
Well, Vici Gaming pretty much picks it every time they can. I was surprised they didn't pick it earlier in the game number 1. Vici
Dude,
Gaming looked so strong during the Dota pit until the finals, until Liquid said it's enough. If we lose
Yeah,
the game
it's
3,
enough.
we're gonna lose it. So
Oh, damn. I really gotta look at bans before I speak. I literally was gonna say, like, oh, I think Storm's are really good, and I noticed it was banned, and I was like, okay, well, if you can't have Storm, get Queen of Pain. That would be really good here. The point is, like, they don't have, like, you just want heroes that are able to burst down. And Death Prophet and Gyrocopter are very susceptible to Queen of Pain, especially, and they don't have tremendous control over Storm. This would be still been a good Storm game, despite what happened last game. Like, I think this would be a... Are they going to go the physical damage strats?
BM is still in the pool if they want to go for it.
So is,
But I mean,
Slardar.
Omni Knight is
Right.
picked already, so it's not gonna be an off lane.
They could fit a Slardar in if they want, if they're willing to take that risk of double melee supports. Maybe like an SF is their mid or something. You just want a lot of like single target damage. You want to be able to burst down Death Prophet, Gyrocopter. Maybe this is a rare mid Lina game. Maybe that's what it'll shape up to be. Mid Lina has not been successful.
No.
We saw SG try it out. Didn't work for them. Who else?
EG tried it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, because Samael was spamming
Yeah.
it. Yeah, didn't work out for EG, I think.
And he played it really well.
They played the Shadow Shaman.
Hmm. Can't get the demon, take the shaman.
They have so much push on the Vici Gaming side already.
Yeah, it's real scary.
10 seconds
So
remaining.
for their off lane, they might go
5
for
seconds
something
remaining.
to disrupt the fight, maybe Tidehunter if it doesn't get banned. So they have 2 big ultis plus Shadow Shaman, but they can just pop 1, pop 2, take maybe even 2 towers at once. What does Vega need?
Man, Wyvers, man. I mean, they need a...
They need a... I don't know, they can go
Depends
aggressive
where they
tri
run
lane with
that
Venge, Undying
yeah.
+1.
They need either Clock's ban. I mean, I think it's Florida. You have to get an initiator here. You have to be able to jump these heroes and make sure that they don't get on top of your buildings with wards and exorcism. Sniper is a good pick,
Yeah,
though.
a little bit of distance for them. It's a CIS popular pick.
They don't have any gap closers on the side of Vici so far, especially against the sniper who can be repelled. So that might be the problem for Vici.
Yeah, and one of the better gap closers versus Sniper is countered by Venge, which is the Bat Rider. So, Tide, Mag, Shan King or something. Beastmaster.
They'll have to play Mag, as you mentioned, but I mean, Gyro still works well, even though he's not a melee hero.
They ban Witch Doctor. Don't they have to? Doesn't Vega Squadron have to get an initiator? They need some sort of. They need something to start fights.
Get a Shadow Blade on Venge, just stun people.
Just run in. Hiya!
5 seconds remaining.
With the plus 400 magic missile damage or whatever it is, that
Whoa.
level 25 talent. something absurd.
Radiant team
Ow.
pick.
Tide gets banned. Seems like Vega is smart after all. Or am I too loud? Huh?
Dude, what if they voided? That's not even that good versus Sniper or Venge.
Well, Void is a good choice though.
Yeah,
To lock down the Sniper, has a DP ulti, gyro combo.
Yeah, it has a lot of synergy with Vici Gaming's lineup. I don't know how the Witch Doctor would have fit into their lineup, to be honest. It would have been entirely focused on
Yeah, but now they
lane
have
dominating.
now they have 2 melee
Select your heroes.
support, Slaughter, Undying. I'm always against that.
And an off-lane beast to finish things off for Vici.
Is that like a old Dota 1 principle sort of thing?
Nah, it's
Don't
been,
have
it's,
double melee
it's
supports?
been for the years probably.
Yeah. Because
it
I
pretty much
know I
never
still
works.
cling to that as well. Every single time I see double melee supports, I'm like...
Yeah, it's not working out. I think the win percentage is 20%. Just throwing it out
you
there.
just think you're coming
Just-
out with garbage right now?
I'm sorry, what's that? Knoxville just died? I think you may just have killed some statisticians out there, Lacoste, with that one. Let's turn our attention to more normal stats, which
Some
is which one
concrete
of you is
facts,
going to be
maybe?
right in terms of predictions.
I'll go with Vici once again. They have their comfortable picks. Young 11 was pretty much shining on the offlane. We saw him in the previous game, didn't have that good start, but still managed to control the fight, control the Omni Knight, so it's going to be a lot of fun on his shoulders as well this game.
I like Vega's draft a lot more than I
Yeah.
did in game number 1.
Enough to swing you.
No. Because
Okay.
I didn't think they played well enough in game number 1, Vega Squadron.
Okay.
So I think Vici Gaming is still going to be able to win this pretty handedly.
All right. 2-0. As far as the two experts are concerned, will it be 2-0? Let's find out as we head into game number 2 and head back to the commentary team.
I think this has been one of the most brutally honest panel tournaments so far. Give me your honest opinion, Merlini. Do you think Vega are good enough to beat VG?
Potentially. This game, their draft is
After
better.
watching game 1, if they play the same level of Dota they played in game 1.
Well, they drafted more team fight. They led with the Undying pick, right? And then they have the Vengeful Spirit. Both of those are pretty good. And they have the Sniper to kind of stall off. So I like their game plan a lot more. Their chances are much, much higher than game number 1.
Higher than 20%?
Higher than tits over ass. Whatever that means.
We talked about it. We looked this up in the break.
I don't know, Toby. I'm just going... Why are you trying to explain it to me?
Because you don't understand it.
Higher than whatever that means.
It's just like, why don't you explain Dota mechanics to me? It's just because you'll never understand it. All right.
It's an expression, Toby. I'm just trying to express myself about how I believe their chances are in this game.
Oh, God. Can I actually have Blitz back? Like, can I get a trade out for Merlini, please?
He'd flame you even harder than I would.
Maybe. Maybe.
You know that's true.
He would drop the bone a lot earlier. I think that would be true.
Their chances are much better, though. The Omni Knight didn't do that much last game, but there's no Brood this game to mess with them, and they have multiple threats in the team fight aside from just the Omni Knight. So, yeah, laning phase, I would say is probably slightly favored for Vega, just like last game.
Yep.
But
we're back into this wonderful world of Slayer and Lanham battling it out. Good luck to Scriff for finding First Blood. It's an easy way. We watch all 3 lanes of everything in the early stages. So Paparazzi and Fenrir run the offlane as the duel against Afterlife. That leaves the duel in mid. And then the top lane, where it's the duel on solo. Seems so much pressure being applied to these 3 positions all day long.
well, just the offlane in general, it's just been... It's the new safe lane.
Where you run it on the safe lane, but it's actually the off laner. Do you think that's because the creep positioning that got changed around as well?
And the deny. Yes. Deny's hurt, man.
Well, so far only Jarrett's staying on top of that. Slayer copying a fair chunk of damage, but Shrapnel will create space. Just keeping Lanham off the back of the Undying at least.
I wonder if anyone in the history of competitive is going to take the Shrapnel DPS talent. That talent is atrocious. It got buffed by 5 DPS.
What's the option? Plus 40 attack speed over plus 25 shrapnel DPS.
Yeah. Okay, it does 75 damage already. So you're increasing it, like, I mean, 40 attack speed is way better, I think. Shrapnel DPS. Better or worse than Meteor Hammer? We need item tiers.
See, this is the iStroke way of patching things. So you'll end up having +5 every single time the patch comes out. And there'll be something else, like it'll give you like an extra 2 charges of shrapnel. Like you just increase it and increase it and increase it.
Yeah. But look at some of these other talents. Like Vengeance 25 is 400 magic missile damage.
Yeah.
And then you have 25 shrapnel damage per second. It's not even guaranteed. You can just walk out of it. Or you can BKB.
Oh, trouble up on top lane, Young 11.
Okay. Enough ranting about shrapnel.
Yeah, you have a lot of pent-up anger.
Oh no, I love shrapnel. I just hate the talent. Shrapnel's really good. I take that in ability draft.
Magic Missile's going to connect, but they can't chase this. It's too deep.
It's okay. He wanted that clarity value, man.
Oh, missed the clarity.
Extra clarity value right there, sir.
And even gets the proper pull. Also, right now, CS-wise, Lane's doing really good for the Gyro. 19-11 for him on that bot lane. Sniper's having a pretty good time in mid. In fact, he's completely stopping all over this Death Prophet. Going 16-3. There goes Beastmaster. But yeah, Sniper really beating up that Death Prophet. But problematic for the Beastmaster. Took a lot of damage to that early harassment. And VS has just been up in 11's face. Bottom lane on the run now. Afterlife homing missiles right in his tail. And this will set him up just long enough for pop attack from Paparazzi.
Pop.
They got such high movement speed when you've got that Bloodlust to work with too.
And Gyro's already fast. And he has no degen. Wonder what build Afterlife is going to go for this game. Last game he went for drums into solar. This game, not sure what you go for. Probably not a Radiance build.
You would think you'd actually go Radiance in this?
No, but I have seen a lot of Armor go Radiance. He's not getting enough farm this game as a whole.
It seems like if this is going to be a proper team fight, then even more sustain is going to be a nicer option.
Yeah, I just don't know whether it's like a Greaves or like a...
Well, you could do the Greaves and then just work with the Soul Rip of the Undying.
Yeah.
That should be enough to give Vega like overwhelming power and be able to survive against the Death Prophet's Exorcism. Right now, they're just trying to kill her off. Able to do so with massive amounts of stuns, but Spirit Siphon and 1 charges. This feels very similar to our game earlier today when Death Prophet was attacked, but the difference is they didn't dive too far. Bottom lane, VG, they are coming underneath that tier 1 talent. Quick Purification. Only level 2, but level 2 is enough to survive. But both the top lane and the safe lane of Vega being pushed back.
He just has so many denies. Look at his deny. He has 19 denies. That's insane.
Oh, how are you meant to stop him? It's not like I can walk up there and say I have a mallet.
Yeah, but his experience is crazy. He's level 5.5. I mean, mid did get dual lane, but mid by comparison is 4.5 on their heroes. And almost level 5 on the Death Prophet, who's been solo there the majority of the time. And they have a dual lane down there too. Like the Shaman's getting a ton of levels as a result too.
Young 11 playing around with that Vengeful Spirit. Not able to do anything really with it, however. No one was going to TP over. Until now, Shadow Shaman will come and join the party.
The Shrine Party.
Everyone has a free beverage on the house.
Okay, he's level 6, but they walked right into him as a reward. Fenrir instantly gobbles it up. Oh no, is he going to place one right on top of the sentry? Yes, he is, but they don't have vision over there.
And that sentry's about to time out as well. Young 11 copying a lot of damage. Fenrir has to come up to help. The shot goes out first, but the damage. And he actually has a single point in it as well, which is also surprising.
Yeah, he was about to get roared, if not. And all that minus armor too. That's some That does way more than 60 damage for that one hit. Value.
They're starting to stack for the gyrocopter. Got to watch these stacks pretty closely for VG Gaming. That's going to be a lot of money. There's nothing inside the jungle, just towards the Ancients.
Yeah, they're going to need more people to do that, though.
Yeah. Fenrir wrapping around, looking for the slaughter. Able to lock him in position. Roar is available, letting it rip. Paparazzi. Homing missile will find this kill, even if you do try and run away. Paparazzi gets it. Flat cannon turns on after Life Force back to his tier 1 tower. But VG Gaming just switching up their lanes now. Bottom lane abandoned by both sides. But that's a lot of money on a gyro. So they push him towards the top lane. They're forcing the issue. Trying to bring down this tier 1 tower. Paparazzi seems to be happy for now to tank a decent bit of damage.
Yeah, he's perfectly okay. He needs to create some space for that Prophet. That Prophet doesn't even have boots right now. She's actually, you know, a little bit poor. That's okay, though.
Well, as long as you turn on Exorcism. If you force enough rotations from Vega to the top lane, you just burn the mid lane. Almost feels like what happens when you have a DK in that lane. But instead, VG, they pull the creep wave and they drag it back a little bit further. This can't be a fun lane for an Ogre. Getting misted up all the time by the Slaughter.
That's his job. It's be annoying. Tank up spells that are going to smoke up top. Vengeful and Undying sitting behind an Omni Knight. That's not great, especially without swap. It's going to be a little bit tough. This is going to be during daytime. Maybe they can approach the long way around to the left side and catch him by surprise. But running straight up the lane is not going to work out for them. Paparazzi kind of filling it out. Oh,
here's the fourth TP. Paparazzi moves away from the tombstone. No swap, as you said, to pull him back. The shrapnel comes down, but Bloodlust gives him the movement speed back. Second shrapnel charge under the tower.
Yep.
But 4 heroes from Vega moved in, but the hero with the swap came in way too late. Now it's VG's turn. Wrapping around the top.
he didn't have swap.
They have the Observe Ward down. They see up the hill. Stuns. Mass amounts of damage into the Shadow Shaman. Paparazzi going to get assaulted, but he brings down the tombstone, clearing up the lane for VG Gaming to move a little bit further forward. Really? I don't know if that was a reason to dance, that fight.
Oh, at least they got a free kill on the Shaman. Wasn't able to keep that ward up, sadly. Would have made things a lot easier for that push, but Vega fend them off and will just sit behind the sniper and stack up a little bit. Not sure who's going to do that stack, though. I mean...
Yeah, it doesn't seem like... I suppose Sniper can kite it.
Kind of, but they have the regen creeps. You're going to have to drop Tombstone maybe to kill it, or bring Omni Knight with the Purification. It's still going to hurt. I mean, the thing about it is you have to worry about Gyro taking it. You have to worry about the Shaman taking it. Shaman's almost level 6. I think it's definitely worth warding that stack if, let's say, you get the free mid T1 with the Exorcism. So they have to be a little bit scared. That's a big stack. With the max flag, looks like he still is lacking on a fair bit of damage.
Yeah, it's going to take some time.
They're already like half HP. Yep, they're healing up really quick.
Just focus them one by one. Paparazzi will have himself another flight cannon up in 3 seconds' time.
Okay, they're mostly at full HP.
Okay, yeah, they're full. They need something else here.
That's why I'm a little bit surprised they try and take it without like another big spell. But if he gets rid of all the regen creeps, he'll be fine. This is still going to take forever. They already used a salve. They used 2 rounds of flax. There you go, Lanham. Take it for him.
Yep.
Okay.
Now they can finish the job.
Third flak is a charm. Actually, he's not going to do that. That's a long time.
Sorry, you're the master of puns now.
Third flak, man.
Yeah. Gives good levels over towards Lanham, giving space for the supports to also get more room to breathe. Can't believe that bottom lane's being just left alone. Fenrir is getting some levels. You can mass up more to push it down. Stack versus stack.
Yeah, Tombstone's good. It's still just they don't have that much damage. They have the tank, but yeah, it's a lot of farm trading. I thought there'd be a lot less of this with the movement of the shrines.
Oh, this is why you need the shrapnel DPS.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Toby.
Well, there goes Tombstone. 3 heroes being committed to do this. Just seems like both sides are committing so heavily in order to get these flash farm in to get a critical item. SMY is completed for the gyrocopter. Oh, sorry, just the Yasha.
And Aloha went for Mask of Madness too on the Slardar. I could see him easily getting blown up with Sprint on. That is a scary move.
Oh, here they come.
Oh, they see him.
Snipe the bounty rune. Afterlife's on the run. As lineup, they wrap around the back. Massive Morse dropped by Fenrir. Gets the ward trap over from the VS. Swapped him out. And now it's Paparazzi. Caught. Nope, he does break free. The creep wave killed off one of them. But Paparazzi still on the wrong side of the tracks. Brought down. Fenrir shackled up Slayer. Just trying to keep that Tombstone off the field for as long as possible. But it was not long enough. Afterlife left the double kill. Young 11, the next target. VG, retreat back to the tier 1 tower. Crushes out and with the mist. Way too much amplification of the damage. Afterlife will claim his 3rd kill for this fight as VG lose 4.
Yeah, hello, where were you? Death Prophet. That is the perfect opportunity. There's like not that many creeps. You're tower diving as 5 with exorcism. I think that would have been a completely different fight. G8 was used very, very early on, and great ward trap, but they just actually did not have enough damage at the time.
If they had the silence, they could have kept it there a lot longer and you wouldn't have had that swap, but let's watch that initiation once more. So the TP comes in from VS, Fenrir reads it perfectly, and then Paparazzi gets swapped in.
Yeah, he actually gets obliterated on the side there. But the GA actually catches some of the creeps as well, so they waste a lot of damage from the wards. Yeah, the silence would have really helped. He got his repel off after the roar, which was really bad coming out for VG. And the thing about it is Death Prophet didn't even use her ultimate in the mid lane, so she actually like really didn't get that much out of it at all. However, VG will know that they need to bring all 5, or at least their main team fighter, if they want to take a team fight that deep onto their side of the map. And instead, they will go with the super safe play of stacking more and more.
Then what was very deep too, like you were still between a tier 1 and a tier 2 tower 13 minutes into the game. And while Sniper doesn't have a heavy amount of damage, you give him that free hitting zone with one isolated hero, he'll take it.
And right now, Shrapnel's really good, because it does a ton of damage relative to HP right now. Later on, not so much, but with DPS talent, maybe.
With Shrapnel talent, maybe it'll have mid-game
Maybe.
influence.
I think I've seen someone take it before, though, but I was very underwhelmed by it.
Well, VG are adding pressure to the bottom lane now. Bring in the Death Prophet. They can keep pushing to the tier 2 tower if they want to. Exorcism is available. Paparazzi is looking very strong as well. Only thing you're a little bit short of, I believe, is that Yule Scepter. Raw is out. Vengeful Spirit caught. Lanham comes in to help out. Even the extra Centaur stomping as the Beastmaster's extra creep. And VG actually turned their attention towards either mid or Roshan. Both are options for them.
Oh, Blink Dagger up on Slardar. I do not think they see it, though.
Blink and Mask of Madness.
Yeah, he'd be really good at solo killing people if you can find them.
Well, they have good vision on top of the dire side jungle ancients.
Oh, here we go with the smoke behind the sniper. They want this T1 tower, but how are they going to get it? Oh, they're going for Atos Roshan Undying too. I don't see that.
They're actually moving in towards Roshan. They're starting Roshan.
It looks to be a pretty good time to Rosh.
Well, Tombstone is down with the amplification.
Still
heavy amounts of damage to Roshan and no real answer coming in from VG.
No exorcism has been cast. That is not value.
And Roshan's going to belong to Vega. VG was too late. That Beastmaster Hawk was on the way, but it took too long to get there.
Always something that you have to worry about with this much minus armor. And that's the thing. The Omni Knight doesn't have to go for the medallion in this game because they have all this minus armor. So their lineup is just much better inherently at doing Roche and taking down objectives compared to last game. Omni Knight also going for a Blink Dagger afterwards. Interesting.
Maybe he's trying to keep up with the Slardar when he jumps in. Be that second front liner. Anything which helps create space for the sniper. Hurricane Plank, Blink Dagger heals.
Yeah, I think like, you can jump in there, get your spells off, and then not die, because they're going to be looking for him with a Hawk. That's how you want the fight to start off here. You want to probably roar him, silence this Venge if you can, and burst him down. That's kind of ideal situation, and it's never going to go as cleanly like that with the Blink Dagger. Soon to come on Afterlife. I don't know. Does he really need a Blink Dagger though? I think the Venge swap might be just good enough to save him, regardless of the circumstance.
But the other option we were talking about was him getting something more like Greaves, like Mech. That was the other option, but maybe he feels he's already got enough heal with his basic abilities plus the Undying. So
I mean, even
go the jump.
He could go Solar Crest again. I think Solar Crest would be really good offensively. With Amp, you have Wave of Tear and the potential Solar Crest. Someone could just die in less than the duration of one crush.
Fortification coming out right now from Vega. They drum charge up, looking for this initiation. Repel as the smoke breaks. Slaughter still wants to move forward, but the sprint just wearing off, does not have that movement speed to close the distance.
That boar just saved his life so hard. Well played, 11. Well played. That boar slowed down the Slaughter, stopped his Blink Dagger during the repel.
I hate to tell you though, like he just got a double damage onto God, so the celebration may be very short-lived.
He doesn't have an Aegis though, so he's still like somewhat vulnerable if the Death Prophet can get in a good position, and if they can deal with the Omni Knight. He's not like invulnerable.
Yeah, not vulnerable, but still hefty amounts of damage. And then space tries to be created by Vega, the Boars, and Troll. Slowing down Aloha, even trapping up God, who's happy to stand his ground for the moment. More mist, takes the Roar. Slaughter down to half-life, back almost to full thanks to the Soul Rim. So forcing a reaction out from VG Gaming.
I mean, look at this tower though. Is he really doing that much damage? It's still really slow. They're not going to be able to wait out this Aegis though, not at least at this tower. And it looks like they are not interested in fighting at all.
Let him have the tier 2. Don't fight into the Aegis.
But they're not split pushing at all. There's no exorcism used to burn down a T2. There's no like ward drop on the side towers.
It's just momentum. Like that's all they're doing. It's just momentum in a different lane.
Yeah.
And thanks to Young 11 showing himself down here, the ping comes out from Vega. Like we move down, we fight this guy, and then push bottom lane.
A very well placed on stuff. Will be very difficult for them to actually jump, but you know they have the farming items that they need. Maelstrom almost up on Sniper. Yeah, the Mask Man is a Solar, so he can just do whatever camp he wants. And Vega looking to be in pretty good shape, taking it a little bit slowly, but they're using the threat of their perceived superior team. I still actually think VG's team fight is better, but with the positioning that they've had, with the Gyro dying that one time, and with Death Prophet not being in any of these fights, it looks like Vega currently have the stronger team fight. Looks like
yeah,
key
for now. Give it a little bit of time, VG can hit their stride, but Vega do need to make a couple of mistakes. Game 1, they were happy to oblige. Game 2, however, I'll look to try and make things just that little bit harder for VG. Sniper's able to pick up a little bit more damage now, having the Maelstrom. So clearance is getting better and better for Vega. And they'd love to go for more kills. Even the Blink Dagger for the Omni Knight is now completed. So repel up, too early on the crush. Young 11 hiding in the trees.
They know they're making a play somewhere. They're not sure where though. Sniper's a little bit scared, just drops a shrapnel and leaves the mid lane in case they're trying to get that tower. And it will just be the top side revealed by this Observer Ward. Wonder if they're going to drop a sentry. Doesn't look like they have it.
Well, they already battled for vision around this area before, so maybe not feeling like it's required, especially when they can just five-man ball towards the tier 2 tower. Catapult still up, and the mass surf ward's available as well, so
they're smoking. I don't know if they'll get here in time though. I do not.
If they can wrap around the side, they can just nail Young 11.
Yeah, but they don't have the glyph. Looks like they're going to back up before then.
Here's the movement speed from the Slaughter.
Hey, they already have the Hawk there.
Waiting for the attack. Lanham being caught out pretty heavily, and as well as Young 11. They get a little bit of distance. Exorcism is up, so is the Tombstone, however, from Slayer. But Beastmaster dying so quickly. Paparazzi's cooldown making it difficult for Vega to disengage from this fight, especially when Ori is just walking himself through this engagement with his big ultimate up and running. All the damage he can get from the Exorcism will allow a triple kill. Sniper died as well, getting picked in the back line. And this is going to be a quick push towards the tier 3 tower. I mentioned in game 1 there was one great fight that just allowed VG to gain that momentum in the game, and well, we just saw it in game 2, plus 2 buybacks out from Vega directly after the fight.
That was amazing positioning from that. Look at his position right here. He blinks and he claps, and then he silences the Omni Knight right as soon as the Slaughter jumps in. And then he gets all his spells off. He has the Arcane Rune too, and he's just going crazy in the back line. Gyrocopter sacrifices his life to take on the Tombstone, and Ori just cleans up with this Arcane Rune. So much damage coming out from them.
Such a dream fight for VG. Thanks to that Arcane as well. It's only 28 seconds before you're going to have Exorcism back off cooldown. And they can go again. There's tier 1 tower in the mid. Create more space, look towards the next Roshan.
That fight was also especially awkward because they had to... even though it seemed like Vega were defending, like their Vici are assaulting their tower, they actually had to walk uphill. Like the Slaughter had to blink up the hill. They had vision back there, but you still have to walk uphill into a choke, and things are just much more difficult when they had to try and fight around that Tombstone and walk up that hill. They actually clumped up, and it's just very difficult to take a fight like that.
Great catch out. The blink is on Fenrir, so instant initiation, and Omni Knight gets deleted.
I really prefer the Blink build over the Scepter a lot of the time. I think some of the Chinese players really like the Scepter. I think Yao in particular, he likes like Arcane Boot Scepter, but I think the Blink is just much more versatile. Like the Scepter is great for dropping on towers, but if you don't win a team fight, you can't just drop it on towers all the time. They'll just engage on you before you get to the tower. And the Axe is pretty good, but...
Oh, Young 11. They've got a second target, just one after the other.
Yeah.
Slayer burns the Tombstone to try and force out the mid lane, but that'll go down as well as himself, so mid lane not forced out. VG will do the counter push with Necros and minions.
One of the big downsides of having a Slaughter at position 1 is just that he can't farm quickly, and because of that, he can't gank as efficiently because he needs to keep his farm up. So he just... You know, he has to farm for his BKB, he really needs it, but at the same time, there's no threat around the map when he's just busy farming Ancients.
These double TPs, silence onto the Vengeful Spirit.
Still got the tower. Worth.
Yeah, as long as you don't lose anything else, sure. But for now, right, VG is just taking objective after objective.
BKB does not make him that safe in a team fight. If a GA comes out on him, yes, but I don't know, do you really want your Omni Knight blinking into the middle of a fight, even with GA? His armor is going to be low because of Mask. He's going to have Sprint on, and then he's going to have to deal with Exorcism. And,
Master pulled out once again. Fenrir doing the work. The double silence, cancelling off any kind of help Undying could have done. Shaman will fall. A nice run away. The BKB is burnt. Blinks up to the high ground. The Slayer retreats, but Blink Yules, the Sniper, in real trouble. The Roar is out, the Spirit Siphon. They need more damage, however, it's just not there. The Exorcism was split between so many targets, so Vega, everyone's pretty low. Hearing an assassination, not going to come out, however.
These silences are so good coming out from Ori.
Oh, now it's coming out. Crush, damage. Oh, the Swarm! He didn't catch Ori in it. He needed one more attack and the Slaughter would have got the big kill. But he pays with his life, initiating in almost suicidally.
And now they have to deal with double evasion, the butterfly on top of the Solar Crest. So now you have to start thinking about, what, MKB maybe at some point, but Sniper really needs BKB. Slaughter doesn't farm that well, he just died.
If you go BKB on God, like I don't know if you really win this game. Like it almost feels like you have to go Glass Cannon and rely on your other teammates to still be those buffers. But then you're not winning the vision game to actually have those buffers in the right position.
Yeah, it's just a really tough position. The thing is, they don't feel safe even with these two defensive heroes. Like the Omni Knight and the Venge are supposed to be pretty good at protecting cores, but they still don't feel safe. They still have to buy BKB. So the network doesn't look that bad for Vega, but because they have to build two BKBs and Vici don't have build BKBs at all. Gyrocopter actually just completely skipped it in favor of Butterfly. So Gyrocopter is typically thought of as a BKB, like, it's mandatory on this hero, but not this game for him, and he's able to get away with it, and his net worth is going to continue to skyrocket, and his damage in the fights is going to be way higher than Sniper because of this. Did he go for the flak talent? Yeah, he did. That flak talent seems a lot better than the rocket barrage damage.
More and more hits.
Yeah,
and now going to go into Satanic as well, so a lot of survivability come in the way of the Gyrocopter. As you said, bypassing that BKB. Roshan is up and available. Vici haven't done it yet. Exorcism is still not up and running, so they do not want to have a fight.
I really like the Manta. It used to be pretty
Exorcism just came back off cooldown. They jump in straight away. This time it is going to be the Silencer deleted, but the damage output so high to bring down that Death Prophet, but it's still not enough. Not when Paparazzi has the perfect position on the high ground. An ultra kill for him. 4 heroes from Vega pushing up the daisies, and they draw a line down the mid to take a beeline to the tier 3 tower.
Yeah,
5.7k damage from Paparazzi.
Yeah, his damage was crazy that fight. He didn't even use all the flag charges. He only got 7 flag hits off before everyone just died. Look at that positioning. Oh my goodness. That was insane.
And
the thing this tells me too is that Vega don't really trust their supports. Like, I think you, as you mentioned, you just have to not build BKB in this game. Like, you have Repel. Yeah, it makes you invulnerable, but who cares if you're invulnerable if you can't do any damage? Like, these heroes aren't really dropping low.
Yeah.
And imagine once he gets Satanic, that he's just going to be unkillable. How are you going to have the damage to deal with this at all? You need MKBs, you need just more damage in general in order to, like, if we can see the damage dealt at the end of the game, I'm sure Paparazzi's is just going to be crazy high. He doesn't care about dying because he's going to get the damage off and the rest of his team's going to clean up. It was a perfect example at that fight where he killed the Tombstone, died. He was still flacking people, and then Ori was able to clean up because everyone was already so low. But on Vegas, like, okay, you PKB, and then what?
I still find it amusing though. Like, okay, so yeah, Vega didn't have their sniper, so they didn't have the damage coming from him. But Death Prophet was deleted just as quickly. Like, it was a 1-for-1 trade-off in that 4-4 situation. Paparazzi just wins. The Hawk sees all. The Roar is out, however. Vengeful Spirit was trying to create a little bit of space, but the call down from Paparazzi with the Fidget, the flag cannon damage. He's killing him on the other side of the bloody pit. You can't escape from this. The stuns are out, but Paparazzi, kill after kill after kill after kill. He's murdered more. Actually, he may actually be the man that murdered the PCs. He has done so much damage here. 4 heroes down from Vega. You don't even need Roshan. They're coming for the GG push. They want the 2-0. They want the 3 points. And right now, it looks like they're going to get it.
As much damage as he's been doing, I think a lot of this has been set up by 11. Like, that Hawk in that fight was particularly good. The fight where he also, like, tanked up the Sora Crush and had the Hawk to pop the smoke. It has been really big for them. I would actually kind of put him as MVP, the Fenrir after that, in terms of their contribution and what they did to help them win this game.
It's those supports where you have the confidence in them. As you said, like, you don't have that in Vega, and it's really highlighting it heavily.
Yeah, they're playing like they don't have an Omni Knight on their team. They're playing like they, you know, they're just scared. You know, you can't play like, you know, you're the big badass in the room who's going to whoop everyone's ass.
Here's your honey build. The double butterfly is now in the hands of the Gyrocopter, combining it up with the double damage rune.
Double butterfly is much better now that MKB has been changed.
They actually got, I believe they got the MKB onto, yeah, they did onto the sniper.
Yeah.
So he bought out for this. He moved away from the BKB.
Yeah, that is completely the right choice. Although I would have preferred it if he didn't actually go for the Ogre Club. But I think he realized, yeah, no one's dying. Who's going to do the damage? Sauter's there to amp people. You know, he's not the best position one at just purely dealing damage because he gets kited so easily and he is very squishy with his build. So it's really just all a sniper. They have Venge to back him out. They have Venge to protect him. They have Sauter amp to do damage. But you know, if he has no damage items, no one's going to die.
Triple catapults. I thought Paparazzi may try and force the issue just because he had the tail end of the double damage rune, but
no, he can't get in a good position. You need vision to flak people down. So unless he's on top of the hill, then he's not going to be able to do that much damage. So this is a smart move by them, I think. Yeah, they're really far ahead, but with a DD, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
You can just walk up the hill.
He's still doing, like, it's 358 damage a hit on this gyro. And, well, okay, this is one way to get the vision. Smoke in and then go high ground in through the mid. Once you win the fight here, VG, they know they've won the game.
Yep. Oh.
Countering Ward.
I still think they could take the fight here. They're just so
And
far
there's
ahead.
Fenrir. Blink, Hex, the Roars into the backlines, keeping the VS out. This fight, Exorcism is up and running. They're looking for the kill onto Half-Life, bringing him out of this. But Paparazzi with the fly cannon damage. He killed off the Tombstone, but he almost killed Slayer along with it. The shrapnels are slowing him down, but remember, Paparazzi, he wants to die. He welcomes it because he has the double damage rune. He wants a lock Vega inside their base, while the Megas are now claimed here by VG. Ori did all the work to make that happen. And the tier 4 towers are falling. Vega, they just want to wait this out, but they can't do it. Ori blinks in with a Shiva's Guard. So much slow, so much damage. Regenerates all of it, however, with the Exorcism and Paparazzi. A little too deep. Well, there goes the Aegis Immortal anyway, but there goes the game. This is GG. We need Wards was the last thing out from Vega. And rightly so, they needed the Vision game, but once again, Beastmaster, a critical player in the series today, just see all, kill all.
I'm looking at
Be
damage.
all.
He did more damage than Sniper and Slara combined.
How much was it actually for? It was
It was around
29,000?
30,000 versus 16 and 9. So he did actually significantly more than both of them. But, you know, he was really far ahead. Well played, 11. I think this game was much better than his Brewmaster game. And
It was
played very well.
It was a fantastic performance from them, and they get the maximum points. The way the group stage just worked does mean you get 3 points for a 2-0 in the 2-game series. So congratulations to them. More Dota! More. We've got 2 more series coming up on the mainstream in just a bit.